Well, g'day, welcome back to the channel. Just a quick update. I'm getting ready to go out because my goodness, what a gorgeous day we've got today for the first time in I don't know how long. Fine weather, and it's not, well, there's a little bit of breeze, but hopefully it's not going to be too windy because I want to get out there. I'm packing up my drones and the Outlaw 250, maybe my DLG, but trouble is I can only carry so much. So the next few days, actually, almost the entire week is fine, supposedly calm weather. So I will be finally getting some more flying in, which is something I've been missing a lot. So I'll be heading out, but I wanted to make this video because something interesting came to light. Now, you know the problems I've been having with our mayor, you know, the New Zealand's least popular mayor, worst mayor, I think was the title. Well, something came to my attention this week, and that is that, remember when the mayor stopped me from filming a meeting and claimed he didn't want to be videoed, and another councillor said they didn't want to be videoed, and they cited the Privacy Act and stuff, as I mentioned in my last video. Well, guess what? This is really good. If we look at the standing orders, which are the rules the council itself make to control what it does, the standing orders for this council say that the meetings must be available, or the public can record the meetings. They say the public can record meetings of the council. So the council's own rules said that I can record the meeting, but the mayor said, no, you can't. So this is really interesting because we have the country's worst mayor breaking his own rules. He broke his own rules. Yeah, so obviously rules mean nothing to this mayor. You know, rules for thee, but not for me. So in light of that, I don't have any problems with perhaps what you might not completely observing the council's drone rules because, well, the mayor has set the precedent. He set the bar. You don't have to follow rules. If he doesn't have to follow rules, why should I? So I'll follow his lead. I shall just follow in his lead, which is fantastic. Now, another thing that is very interesting is the first meeting of this new council, the one that's just been elected, was held on a marae, which is a Māori meeting house thing, you know, where, you know, it's got great cultural significance to Māori, which is fine, that's great, you know, they're part of the whole nation, so, you know, I've got no problems with that. But the problem was, the meeting itself was scheduled for 1:30 p.m, 1:30 in the afternoon. I'd have liked to have gone to that meeting. And so I thought, well, I'll go to that meeting. But the criteria was that because it was on a marae, the rules of the marae say you must be on site, ready, at 9:45 a.m, virtually 4 hours before the meeting, and then sit through 4 hours of God knows what. Cultural indoctrination will be some of it, but you have to sit through 4 hours of mumbo jumbo before you get to see the meeting. Now, that's not a public meeting. That is not a public meeting. A public meeting, you should be able to rock up either just before the meeting or even when the meeting's on and get to see the meeting. So basically anyone that couldn't make it by 9:45 in the morning was barred access to the public, the supposedly public meeting. So I asked Google's Gemini, is this legal? Is this a breach of the act under which the councils operate? And it said, yeah, probably is. It probably is because, well, here's what it said. Look, this is what Gemini said. So it appears that the mayor is not only prepared to break his own rules that he and his council created to control what they do, but also the rules of the government of the land, which state that public meetings have to be public and publicly accessible without unreasonable constriction or constraints. So
the second issue is covered under the local government official information and meetings that it is important is that council meetings are in public.
Yeah. I am probably the world's most passionate promoter of a hobby, living in a district where I've got the worst mayor in the country who is so anti-me that I'm having to do guerrilla flying under the radar just to enjoy myself. But as I say, he set the rules, or he set the fact that rules don't matter, so I will follow his lead and I'm going to have a whole lot of fun in the next few days. He may grizzle. What can he say? Do as I say, not as I do? Probably. Anyway, thanks for watching, guys. I've got some gear to pack up, got my pack to load, got to decide what I'm taking, where I'm going. Woo, stay tuned, video's coming. And by the way, I've got a video too on YouTube coming, which I did a quick community post. People are not very happy with YouTube for many, many reasons, and I'll go through those reasons, I'll explain them to you. And I'll tell you what I'm going to do about it, what I am doing about it, what you can do about it. We'll get back to the OG YouTube with all the greatness it had, rather than this new AI-driven piece of rubbish that we're having to put up with. Anyway, thanks. See you soon.